guys, David from Myers here, and welcome to my first video in February. What was I gonna say? Can't believe I just forgot what I was gonna say already. Oh yeah, sorry if my video looks crappier than usual. It's just that normally I make my videos on my phone or iPad, but my iPad has been like spazzing out lately, meaning like it'll do things on its own. You guys probably know what I mean when I say this. It'll like click on things even though I don't click on them. Yeah, it's pretty annoying, guys. And then my phone, I have like almost 2,000 photos and videos all together on my phone. So I have like no storage left on my phone, so I'm lucky I can take a picture on there. So if you're talking about like a 10-minute video, yeah, not happening. Yeah. But, and I think that's also the problem with my iPad. I think I just have so much, I don't have enough storage left on there to the point where my iPad is just like freaking out. And it's really annoying. And it's like, because I don't have a lot of stuff on there. I have Netflix, I have YouTube, I have Google, I have Amazon, I have iMovie. Those are the only apps I use. And probably the one that takes up the most is iMovie. And I don't have a lot of photos on there and videos. 400. I have over 1,000 on my phone. I don't get it. But yeah, so until that gets sorted out with my phone and iPad, I'm stuck to making videos on my laptop for now. Which is not a bad thing. It's that the quality of the sound and how it looks is just not going to be that good. But then my videos were never the best looking anyway, so. But it'll just look worse now. Oh well. So today I'm going to be giving you an unboxing for a set I've wanted for about over a year, and it's the Alfred Hitchcock Masterpiece Blu-ray Limited Edition version. Here's the unboxing for it. No, this is not the UK version, this is the US version, because, I don't know, maybe it's I don't know, there's something about the UK version that I don't like. I don't know, maybe it's the overall look to it. It's like maybe it's too big, maybe it's the color. I think there's no artwork to it, you know? I mean, really, there's like no artwork to it. I feel like it's just boring to me. Where the US version, even though it only comes with 15 films, and the UK version does come with 16 films, I like the artwork better and the features better in this version. So I want the US version. Now let me take these fluffy things out. These things, guys, are replacing bubble wrap. I'm just saying. Alright. Let me just cut this open, guys. I'm just taking the wrapping off and everything, and I'll show you what it looks like. One second. Okay. So when you get it, you basically get this really good looking thing. There you go. It says Alfred Hitchcock, the Masterpiece Collection, and I absolutely love, how, like, each letter represents one of his movies. For example, the plane by the A represents North by Northwest. The R, I believe, represents the Vertigo, because the R is from the Vertigo, Rear Window. The R represents the Rear Window logo. Don't quote me on that, but I think that's where the R comes from. The birds above the D obviously comes from the birds. The knife that represents the I comes from Psycho, I believe. This is obviously from the Psycho logo. Anyone can figure that out. And this spiral thingy, it represents the movie Vertigo. Now, I was actually going to get this, and this thing just comes off. And it says, Hitchcock's most iconic films, 15 classics digitally restored from high-resolution film elements. That's good. And it just says what it comes with on the back. Now, I have promised myself to be very careful with this stuff on the bottom, because the last time I got one of these things came on my box set. It was my Halloween Blu-ray collection box set, which is my favorite box set, and I ripped part of the thing off of the bottom, which really friggin' bothered me. So I promised myself to be really careful with this from now on. I was gonna get this from FYE 2 days ago when I was at the store. That's when I planned on getting it, and that's when I planned on doing this video. But, it was $300 here. Yeah, expensive. That's where it can be really expensive. So I was like, I don't even have $300 on me. Close, but not 300. So I was like, okay, it's Amazon time. Yeah, no. So I decided to get this from Amazon instead, and I got it for about $163, which is really good. I mean, I don't think this should be anything over 200. In fact, I don't think it should be 200 at all. It should be like somewhere between 150 and 180. So yeah, but I've been wanting this set for a while, but I was always hesitant about getting it because I've only seen a couple Alfred Hitchcock films in my life. The first one I saw was Psycho. The second one I saw was The Birds. The third one I ever saw was Rear Window, and the fourth one I ever saw was Vertigo. And I wasn't really ever sure when I saw my first two, which were Psycho and The Birds. At the time, those were the only two I saw, like last year. I had recently just seen Rear Window and Vertigo. Saw Rear Window a couple months ago, and I saw Vertigo like a couple weeks ago. I wasn't really sure to get the set, because I knew I liked Psycho and The Birds, but I wasn't really sure if I was going to like all his other films, because remember, he came out with 53 films over the course of like over 40 years. 40 years. 40 years, so yeah, that's a lot. And I just wasn't really sure if I was going to like his films, but once I saw Rear Window, once I saw Vertigo, which is Vertigo probably my least favorite so far, I was like, these are really good films. I just wanted to make sure that I was going to like the film, you know, or else I wasn't going to get the set, at least not at the time. And recently I've been on like my Hitchcock kick, if you guys know what I mean when I say that. Because like I had this thing where it's like sometimes it'll take about a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month or longer, where I'll be like obsessed with a certain film, franchise, or something else. Like I just got over my Friday the 13th kick that took up about the beginning of February and January. My Scream kick was like December. My Halloween kick was a couple months ago, around September, October, November. And I've had some other kicks. Nightmare on Elm Street one was in the spring and summer, so good. And this is my first Hitchcock kick. I've been on my Psycho one before, but this is my first Hitchcock one. So I was like, this is the time to go and grab this amazing set. And it comes with Blu-ray. It's on Blu-ray, so that's good. And on the back, wait, before I go on with the unboxing, am I forgetting anything else? No, I don't think so. Yeah, no, alright. If I do, I'll just say it eventually. Alright, on the back, they gave you all these pictures. That way, if you don't know what Hitchcock is, this is gonna let you know what Hitchcock is. This is gonna let you know, basically, how his films go. They can get crazy. You got pictures from, like, Vertigo, The Birds, of course, Psycho is the biggest one, Rear Window, which is my second favorite one. Psycho is my first favorite. And yeah, and North by Northwest is over there. Now, I do plan on watching all these eventually, and I do hope someday they will release a full version of all his 53 films, although they may only be able to do 52, because his first film is apparently lost, unfortunately. I think it's called Number 13. So, unfortunately, they can revive at least some of the footage. I do hope they come out with one huge box set of all those films, because I just found out that this set does not come with well, I knew it didn't come with Strangers on a Train, but I didn't know it didn't come with Dial M for Murder. I thought it did. And I really wanted to see that film. That one and Strangers on a Train and a few others in here I really wanted to see. But the set doesn't come with Dial M for Murder or Strangers on a Train, unfortunately. What are you going to do? So that was unfortunate, but let's continue. Basically, these two things slide out like this, and you get this nice little small booklet that's called The Master of Suspense. I love the cover of this, by the way. It's so simple, yet it's so great. It's basically just got a bunch of stuff about his film and a bunch of things that associate with him, such as his cameo, Saul Bass, who does his his opening sequences, I believe. Some of his most memorable. All of his films are in here, yeah. Like Shadow of a Doubt, Psycho, Vertigo, Frenzy, Family Plot, Topaz, all that stuff. So yeah, I'm just gonna like skim through this. I'm not gonna like go page for page. I'm not gonna bore you. So hope you guys get the gist of it, and that's the back. Alright, so this set just keeps getting better and better. I really like how we get the great Alfred Hitchcock silhouette, the iconic one, and I love how it's like made up of different of his movie posters and different things that associate with his movies, like here's Vertigo, Psycho, Rear Window, North by Northwest, Family Plot, a bunch of stuff like that. I think that one's Topaz down there. I'm doing my best to point the ones out that I haven't seen yet. Obviously that one's Rope. And on the back, I like how it's like we get the silhouette on the front, but then we actually get all its features, and other than just the shape which we get on the front, on the back we get like all his features and his hair and his ears and a bunch of other stuff. His quote, always make the audience suffer as much as possible. Of course, it's got to be on the back of it. I follow that quote. That's a good quote to follow. And when you open it up, you basically, it's very similar to the Friday the 13th Blu-ray collection that I did a little over a year ago. It was I believe it was in November of 2013 I did it. It might have been in October, but it might have been November. One of those two. You can go watch it. It's one of like my first 10 videos I've ever done. And now it's my pre-puberty voice, so it's like a little higher. I can't even make that voice anymore, so yeah, it changed. So yeah, basically you get like a lot of his what they call his 15 most memorable film, even though there's 2 missing. Whatever. So you get Saboteur, and basically you get like the movie poster, pictures from the movie, and then you get like quotes from the movie, which I think is really cool. So you get Saboteur, Shadow of a Doubt, which I want to see, Rope, which I really want to see. It's got James Stewart in it, and I really want to see it. James Stewart is my second favorite Alfred Hitchcock male actor, with Anthony Perkins at first. Yeah. Then we get Rear Window. I believe these go in chronological order of when they were released. Rear Window, which is my second favorite film of his. Just watched it again for the second time recently. Loved it. Just love that film. The Trouble with Harry. Haven't seen that one. I heard it's like part comedy. I'm sure it's good though. I'm just afraid I'm not gonna like it though, because it's like part comedy, you know, it's Alfred Hitchcock with comedy, so I'm not sure, but I'll see. The Man Who Knew Too Much, which has James Stewart in it, which I believe is a remake of the film of the same title that he made in the 30s. I believe his original The Man Who Knew Too Much was made, but then he remade The Man Who Knew Too Much in the year 1955. Yeah. Alright, then we get Vertigo, James Stewart again. Really good in that film. He basically makes the film. North by Northwest, which I really want to see. Plan on watching that this week, actually. Plan on watching a lot of these this weekend, but mostly this one, because I haven't seen it yet. Psycho, it's my favorite one, and also has one of my favorite quotes. We all go a little mad sometimes. I love that quote. Love that quote. And it has my favorite Alfred Hitchcock actress, which is Janet Leigh. Or Leigh. Is it Leigh or Leigh? I always get confused. Anything after that? Yeah. There we go. The Birds, third favorite, Marnie, Torn Curtain, Topaz, and Family Plot. Oh no, sorry. We get Topaz, Frenzy, then you get Family Plot. And then of course we get the end, because that's how a lot of his films end, which I think is the great way to end this set. And in the back of this we get a lot of pictures from his films and things that associate with his films. I think that's Vertigo right there. The Birds, Strangers on a Train, I think, even though that's not in here. North by Northwest, Silent for Murder, even though that's not in here. Psycho, Family Plot, Rope, Rear Window, stuff like that. That's basically it, guys. I actually had gotten, this is my first Alfred Hitchcock set. I did an unboxing, I think it was this past summer. I had the Alfred Hitchcock limited edition set. This is not the Blu-ray one though. It had his top 5 most popular ones, which was Rear Window, Vertigo, North by Northwest, Psycho, and The Birds. This one comes with his like best 15. But yeah. So guys, I think that's basically it. I really hope you liked this video. It's probably my longest video yet on my channel. Also, I only have 21 subscribers, so if you know anyone that likes horror and suspense and mystery and Alfred Hitchcock and a bunch of other horror icons, tell them to subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to get a better camera and a better editing system so that my videos become more professional, because I'm getting more serious every time I do a video. So I really hope you guys like this video, and if you like what you see, do that liking stuff at the bottom, and if you want to tell me what you thought about, do that commenting stuff at the bottom, and off to the side, you know, and if you want to show people what you saw, do that sharing stuff. If you don't like what you saw, dislike, unfortunately, yeah, and if you want to see more of what you saw, subscribe. I do at least 3 to 4 videos every month, so I don't have to do the videos weekly, but I don't do a video like once a year, so I guess you could say I'm average. But yeah, I hope to do more. Hopefully my miniseries and my Halloween fan film will come out soon. Hopefully if I can fix my freaking technology I have at home. That's not working out too well. So yeah, guys, this is AMM, the Shape Myers, signing out. Bye.